Welcome. I am Jan Diana, an intuitive healer and a spiritual teacher, and I'm so happy to welcome you to this class, Dancing in Joy. I'm very excited about today's class, but I'm going to begin with a very short introduction. You know, the purpose of this class is to help each of us to open to our connection to joy more fully, to begin to recognize your sacred attributes, and to experience the love of the Goddess Mother as she gently guides you on a path of discovery of your divine nature. You'll receive some tools that will assist you with having a greater connection to your divine nature, empowering you to open up to the conscious designing of your life experience. Begin to recognize the wonder of you through this truly sweet experience. We'll also be removing some blocks and release and reformat energy around self-acceptance of your divine nature and your many innate gifts and abilities using some SVH clearing mechanisms. You know, things are in layers and based on readiness and acceptance. And today you'll have an opportunity to come into greater harmony, clarity, and serenity and joy as you desire. You know, life is a process of discovery and development. I'd like to begin by sharing a simple philosophy. Simply it is that everything is energy, vibration, and frequency, and can be easily shifted to reach heightened levels of harmony and balance. This then allows us to elevate our clarity, focus, and consciousness. You know, clarity and focus are key elements of mastery and helping you to attain greater levels of awareness and elevating your consciousness. Each of us are evolving, each in our own pace and choosing. It really is a process. And there's so much shifting here on the planet this time. And we're also blessed with some amazing tools that can help us in reaching greater harmony and clarity. I like to work with some very amazing tools, and they assist in reaching greater clarity, focus, and harmony, and they don't create any imbalance. All the work today is love work. It's very safe, and there won't be any imbalance. So the tools that I'm working with today is SVH, which is an incredible modality. It's called Serenity, Vibration Healing, and Enlightenment modality. You know, serenity is a vibration of the Creator Source, so it may feel very familiar to you. SVH is a prayer modality, and all the work is completed by the Creator working with your higher consciousness and soul only after you have given permission. Your free will is always honored. Everything that is accomplished is always in alignment for your highest good, doesn't create any imbalance. It really is a pathway of grace, so you can feel very comfortable with this modality. There will be an SVH clearing going on to help you with assisting in the greatest levels of acceptance and harmony and just opening up your heart and your mind, and that will be offered at the end for you to choose. Also going to be offering some tools today. One of them will be a trigger process, which I'll explain to you about later. It's called Blissful Heart. Yummy. And another will be a mantra in the language of love. You know, the language of love is sacred geometry, and it's the language of origin, and it's amazing to work with this energy. You know, love is the key to everything. It's the key to healing. It's the key to empowerment. It's the key to illuminating and raising consciousness. It's the power of the source of all that is. So let's begin dancing in joy today. You know, as I said, everything is energy, and everything is in a flow. This is the divine nature of the energy. It's flowing all the time. And when we understand this, it helps us to have a greater awareness of how we can shift things the way we'd like them to be in our lives. We are all living and expressing in this beautiful golden energy flow, and with greater awareness, we can recognize the true nature of this energy, which is great joyfulness and serenity. Today you're going to have an opportunity to experience joy in a very amazing way. And it's going to help you to open your heart to remember your joyful nature. You know, it's your divine birthright to know your truth and to live and express that truth. You have been given a rich inheritance of a bounteous flow of gifts and blessings. You have divine, innate gifts and abilities. You know, just as you have inherited many gifts and abilities from your parents, some you may be aware of and some perhaps not. For example, say your mother is an artist. You may have that same talent. Or perhaps you have an uncle or an aunt or a grandparent that has great musical talent and abilities, and you also play a musical instrument. Well, you also have inherited incredible gifts and abilities that are your divine nature from your heavenly parents. These beautiful attributes. And you're in the process of discovering and realizing these sacred truths. It's so exciting. You know, joy is divine nature. It is our divine nature. And just an attribute that is natural to us. And so when we live and express in joy, it feels very comfortable. It feels very buoyant to us because it's so yummy, and it's just how our normal nature is. And it reminds us of the truth of ourselves, and it's so expansive and helps us elevate to even greater heights. So today we're going to take a journey to experience greater joy, where you can get a greater awareness of your divine nature, and we're going to go to a space of neutrality for you to feel this. You know, there's this beautiful quote, and it says, "To know the heart of the mother is to know thyself." So one of the places we're going today is we're going to go to the Heavenly Mother or the Goddess Mother's healing temple in the space between time. So you can have an opportunity to connect to the heart of the Mother, which will help you to recognize yourself more. The first thing we're going to do is go through an authorization procedure. So if you would just close your eyes and imagine that a movie screen is floating before you. And on that screen are the parameters of this journey, as well as clearing mechanisms and other parameters that are put into place to make this flow so beautifully. And just silently ask the Creator if it is in alignment for you to have the Creator activate this journey parameters and all the mechanisms that are set into place. And when you get very quiet, just listen or sense, see or feel to get this affirmative answer. And when you feel or sense this yes, just think the word yes. And we'll be ready to begin. So let's just take a moment for you to get your yes. Wonderful. Let us begin by centering in your heart. Place your hand on your heart. Take some slow, deep breaths. Just gently in and gently out. In a slow, relaxed manner. It's very energizing and balancing, and it just helps center your mind and your heart and put them in kind of a unified flow. So now we're going to take this incredible journey to the Goddess Mother Temple in the space between time. You know, the space between time is a very real place that exists and allows many opportunities, one of which we can accomplish a lot in what appears like a short amount of time. And another is that it exists in a neutral energy zone, so you can have an opportunity to feel more clearly and more easily your divine truth, your divine nature, and to feel that yummy joy. Everything will be graceful, so just relax and enjoy. Archangel Michael is going to be your escort, so just close your eyes and imagine a door is opening up and take his hand as he gently guides you into the Goddess Mother Temple. And just relax and enjoy as he guides you up to this incredible place within the temple where you can see these golden falls. They're like golden rainbow waterfalls, but they're in light. Okay? He's leading you up to these falls and holding your hand and beckoning you to just step into this waterfall. Now, as you stand in these waterfalls, you're going to just bask in these sacred waters. Now, if you notice, there are beautiful golden waters just falling upon you, but there's beautiful rainbow colors in these particles of like water. It's just amazingly beautiful, and it feels so wonderful. It feels like you're standing in a shower of joy. So just for a moment, feel what this feels like. Sense it in any way that you can. If you see it beautifully, that's wonderful. If you are more of a sensor, just sense and feel it. And perhaps you can hear the little particles of this beautiful golden light just falling around you, and kind of like they're singing little songs of joy. As it's showering upon you, notice how delicious it is. It's very smooth, and it's very graceful. It's very peaceful, and it's very joyful. You'll notice that it just feels so smooth. Now, this is what we're calling, this is a neutral energy. It's very harmonious, so there's no resistance energy. I just want you to just kind of relax into this. Kind of let yourself just sort of like sink a little deeper into this flow of this incredible golden waterfalls falling upon you. Now, it's amazing because what happens is you can see these like mists around you, like water mists. And if you look at them, you can see, sense, or feel there's like little rainbows in these water mists, just like you would see in a regular waterfall on Earth. Only these are like little golden rainbow mists. And now, maybe you can feel like these little like bubbles. They're just like little bubbles of joy, little light bubbles. They're just bouncing all around you and all over you and all around you, and they're just like dancing around you. Okay? So now as you're feeling that, I want you to think about what it would be like to be one of those little bouncy little balls. So let's just imagine that we're dancing with those little particles or those little balls or bubbles of light and bliss. Like we're becoming little bubbles of balls of bliss, and we're just dancing in this same thing. We're just like dancing right with them. It's like we're becoming little golden particles. Now, just relax with this thought. Dancing golden particles of light with rainbow streams of colors swirling and dancing all around you. Oh, this feels so delicious. So delicious. And just breathe with this, and feel the gentle dancing, the flow. How harmonious, how joyful this is. Just breathe with this for a moment. Okay. Now, as you get a sense of what this is feeling like, we're going to move forward to where we've been here for maybe a quarter of the time to our completion state. So let's just go to that position now, and you'll notice that you're dancing with a greater buoyancy now. Just more, you feel a little more lighter, okay? Now, it's like your cells are dancing in joy. They're dancing to the rhythm of these beautiful little mists that are coming through this golden rainbow fall. In unity and harmony, just blissfulness, like you're just floating in this mist. Okay, now, this is helping us to feel the joy and this beautiful, delicious, unconditional love and support of this energy. It just feels so delicious. Okay? Now, we're going to take the mantra Chanyalanaha and work with it here in this setting. Now, Chanyalanaha is a mantra in the language of love. It's sacred geometry. and it's extremely elevating, harmonizing, and balancing. It's a beautiful mantra that's been given to us by the Goddess Mother to help us in this time to remember who we are. Basically, it means remember who you are. You are children of light. You are my children of love. Remember your truth. And it helps you to remember your divine nature. What is just your natural attributes and ways of being? There's no limitations in your essence. Limitations are only in perceptions, are part of the illusion. So this helps you to remember your authentic truth. So now let's take a moment and let's just silently say this mantra in your mind. And I want you to notice what happens to how you're feeling and what the little bubbles of light around you are doing. So let's just do this. I'll say it out loud for a few minutes, and then you can just say it or follow along in your mind silently. Chanyulana ha. 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 Do you notice how everything just feels even more sparkly? More sparkly. Oh, it feels just absolutely amazing. It's like everything's just elevating and just sparkling with greater joy and greater joy. Now, let's take a moment and think about maybe something that you're having a little struggle with in your life, some kind of an issue. Let's just pick one thing right now, and because I want to show you how you can use this mantra in your life, and as well as you can come into this meditation journey again and use these tools like this. So just pick the one thing, and you just have a thought of it, and now let's do the mantra again. So just silently in your mind. Chanyulana ha. Chanyulana ha. Chanyulana ha. Chanyulana ha. It's like you're singing to whatever that issue was, and notice how it feels like it's not an issue anymore. It feels like it's just joining in the dance. It's joining in the dance. Okay? So now just continue to feel this for a moment, and we're going to move forward to where we're about halfway through this journey. Now, I want you to take a notice of how you're feeling now. Feels smooth. What you're feeling here is this unconditional love and total acceptance by the Heavenly Mother. You're feeling this blissful energy, which is your divine nature, is blissfulness and joy and serenity and just all this yummy, deliciousness. It is your authentic way of being. And you're gently being reminded of this holy truth of yourself, your sacred truth. And let's use the mantra again right here, just silently. Chanyulana ha. Chanyulana ha. Chanyulana ha. It's like you're singing to yourself. You're singing to these little light bubbles. Chanyulana ha. Beginning to feel the unity and the oneness. There's no resistance energy. It's very soft and fluffy. Quite magnificent. One of the other tools I'm going to be giving you today is a clearing mechanism trigger process from SVH called Blissful Heart, which we'll activate at the end of this journey. But right now I want you to just think of the word Blissful Heart. And I want you to just feel all this yumminess right now when you think that word, because we're going to imprint the beautiful wonderment that you're feeling right now actually into that word and that trigger too, so that that'll also help you remember this incredible energy that you're feeling right now of this bliss and joy anytime you want to, and I'll explain how to use that in a few minutes. Just take a deep breath and just breathe in all those little bubbles. Like you're breathing in and out and you're just dancing in this incredible energy. Now we're going to move to where we're about 3/4 of the way complete now. And I want you to take notice of how you're feeling now. This is one of the wonderful things of being in a space between time, because you're actually going to be here for longer than this, what appears like when we're doing this journey together here. But this is what you feel like. You can feel the progression of what it's like being in this incredible space in this golden rainbow falls. Okay. And so let's use the mantra one more time. Chanyalanaha, Chanyalanaha, Chanyalanaha. And notice how every time you think or say it, you feel a little more sparkly. Beautiful sparkly lights just going off. You're just like floating in this bliss and this joy. It's just so amazing. Now we're going to stay in this space for a while, but I want you to move your consciousness. We're leading part of your consciousness here. We're going to move to another position in the temple. And right now, we're in a place, in a room that's in the heart of the temple, where we're going to connect even more to the heart of the Mother. And we're there now. Now, if you notice around you, you're in a beautiful room, and it's got this glorious colors of rose and gold, and it's just radiating this incredible sense of peace and joy. If you look around, you'll see that there's a crystalline table, and there's a beautiful velvet rose chair. Walk over to the chair and just take a comfortable, sit down in the chair and get comfortable, and just look around at the beautiful, glorious fixtures in the room. There's like some wall hangings and just beautiful gold pillars. And it just feels elegant and wonderful. Perhaps you can hear some music too, like choirs of angels singing. Now, you feel a presence, and you look over, and the Mother, Heavenly Mother, is entering, and she's embracing you with her loving presence. You can just feel so much joy surrounding you and enveloping you. She comes over to you and just embraces you with her presence and has a special message for you. Her message is to tell you this: beloved one, you are here in my heart today and always. You are never alone on this journey of life. You're on an adventure, and you're having a wonderful time. And I love you so dearly with all my heart. She wants to share with you a message in the language of love. Now, this will be given to you. It's a very personal message, and even though it will be spoken here, each one, it's calibrated for you individually on your own desires of your heart. Tinani shinoka, ishinino kananya asana kunashini mo, shasani kanadi konona sinamone sino shonata, anamona sanasya, ikone sina shinokono konata. Shinyanakana si, Ishamona sonota sana, Shimokanona, Shimokanona, Shimo. She takes your hand and leads you over to the crystal table. On the table appears a golden box. This is a gift that she's giving you. It's a gift to assist you in your life journey, to help you to remember more of yourself and to assist with knowing your divine nature of joy. She says to you with great heart, I am always with you, and this gift goes with you. You can feel the heart connection with her. As you put your hand on your heart, she takes your other hand and puts it on her heart so that you can feel this connection of love always. Just take a moment and take this in. Ah, she knows you have a desire for some other gifts, so more will be offered to you. Within the box, they have already been offered little jewels and precious gems for you to explore and utilize in your life journey. We are preparing for our completion in this journey here now. And she says to you with a deep heart, how wonderful it has been to spend these moments with you, and that your awareness is growing, and that you're a beautiful flower in the stages of blossoming into your true self. What a glorious time this is. Ishona kono, ashimo. So, we're moving to a place now where it's time to complete this journey. So take a moment and communicate as you desire with the Mother before we move to our next position. Wonderful. Okay, and now Michael is there, and he's taking your hand and leading you to this position at the front of the temple, on the temple steps. And we're going to take a moment to accept all the blessings of this journey and the clearings and to activate the trigger process, blissful heart. So if you just take a moment while you're standing there with Michael and close your eyes and imagine that a big movie screen is floating before you. And on that screen are the blessings of this journey, the clearings for greater acceptance of all self and of the mantra, and the trigger process, blissful heart, is on there, and the other gifts and blessings that were offered to you, as well as all the jewels and gifts within this golden box. We're just going to silently ask the Creator if it's in divine alignment for the Creator to activate and implement the clearing and the healings of these other gifts and blessings for you especially. When you receive an affirmative sense or knowing, simply think the word yes, and the Creator activates the clearing and the processes for you. Let's take a moment for you to get your yes. It's wonderful. Now take Michael's hand and step back into your now. I'll take a breath. Now, even though you're back in your now, there's a part of you that's still there in that beautiful golden waters. And you'll be there for a little space, but Michael will fully restore you when it's the ideal time. Let's just take a moment to center in our heart again and to just feel the joy. You can feel that your heart has expanded. It's like it's just blossomed and opened up more petals of its truth. Okay. So today you were offered some tools. It's wonderful. I love to give tools because it helps us to live an empowered life. You can take this journey as often as desired because it's progressive. So like the clearing profiles will be progressive, and your actual experience may be different and unique each time. You'll have greater awareness and understanding, a greater sense of that divine love that's flowing to you always. The trigger process, Blissful Heart, was activated, so anytime you ever want to use this to help you to feel that greater connection to your heart and this wonderful experience, all you have to do is think or say blissful heart. And I'll send out information on this in the email. You can also use the mantra Chanyalanaha, the language of love, basically meaning, in blessing you, I bless myself. You can bless anything in your life using this great tool. Love is the great healer, the great bringer of blessings of joy, harmony and balance, and all the dreams of heart. I hope that you've enjoyed today's class. I will be sending out the recording and as soon as it's ready, and you'll be able to use it whenever you desire. I'd like to invite you to, if you have a desire, to visit my website at www.sunsinyourheart.com, where I have other free meditation journeys, articles, and classes, and new horizons filled with possibilities of new classes and recordings and all kinds of fun stuff. And you can email me questions at sunsinyourheart@aol.com. You know, it's my great joy to spend time with you, helping you on your missions, because in helping you, I help myself. We're all a family of light working together to remember more of our truth. It's my sole purpose and joy to help the evolving masters of the world to remember they are love. And I just love this. It's such a fun thing to share this journey together, helping each other. If any of you would like to have some personal assistance with your life journey, I'm available for private sessions as well as classes. And I'm really excited to share some new opportunities. One of which is you can have your own personal mantra in the language of love. And this is an amazing opportunity because the mantras are so powerful anyhow, but to have your own personal one, it's calibrated especially for you. Like having your own personal name, you know. And I also can set up where you can work with the masters to develop gifts and abilities or any kinds of your passions that you'd like to be doing in your life or, you know, fulfilling your mission. And one of the new things I'm going to be offering that's probably starting in May, I'll send out the information on this as soon as I have the dates, is this new series of seminars called the New World Series. And the very first one I'm going to be teaching is enhancing your innate abilities through angel communication. It's so much fun. You're working with your angels to develop and heighten your clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, and claircognizance, and you develop your own flavor. It's a 3-month course. You take a 1-hour class once a month, and then you have homework, about 4 minutes a day, a different homework assignment each week for 12 weeks. It's amazing because developing those gifts that you have is so exciting. It's just so exciting, and it's so much fun. Anyhow, that's the most exciting thing. And the next series that'll be after that will be communication with plants and animals and, you know, fairies and dolphins and whales, all that kind of fun stuff. And that's going to be extremely blissful, too. So these are some things for you to think about. If you want information on any of these things, you can contact me. I'd be happy to talk to you about them and share more information. So today has just been such a joy and an honor to share this time with you and to take this journey and spend time in those beautiful waters and the beautiful dancing in joy together. You know, life is a dance, and why not dance in joy? It's our divine nature. It's the divine way of things, and that's where we're moving. And when you're dancing in joy, everything just opens up and expands into greater joy and greater bliss. You know, it's time to live your dreams. It's time to remember who you are and why you're here and what you really want to live and accomplish and experience in your life. And you can. You can do all of these things. Whatever you desire is possible. There are no limits. Those are just perceptions that are not true. So in sharing this with you, I want you to know that I am greatly appreciative of the time that we spend together and that we're here in this glorious journey together. And as we remember more of our truth and develop our gifts and blessings and remember more we are, we recognize that connection we have to each other and the unity of purpose and the unity of heart, and that we're one family of heart, one family, children of lightness, remembering our truth. It's a glorious time, and I'm grateful to be sharing this time here on earth with you. May you have a wonderful, wonderful day, evening, life, and anything I can do to assist you on your journey to help elevate you to greater joy, it would be my privilege and honor. I look forward to our next time together. Many radiant blessings. Chanyalana Ha.